Sidechaining is an interesting audio effect which you can use to project the output of an audio track or a MIDI track onto another track. Here is the current scene without any sidechaining. To implement sidechaining, a compressor is needed, and I'll talk more about the compressor in a future video. But for now, to enable sidechaining, I'm going to drag the compressor and I will drop it onto this MIDI track, which is using a soft piano by Labs from Spitfire Audio. The compressor compresses audio. It will try to reduce the range of audio output, and you have the ability to set a threshold for audio that might be too loud. So you set the threshold with this control right here, and then when the peak is exceeded, you can see the gain reduction that occurs. So this is the amount that's truncated. When truncating parts of the audio signal, you're actually reducing the volume of the output. So you have this control to raise it if too much is reduced. On the compressor, we have a sidechain feature which will allow us to attach the output signal from any MIDI or audio file. And I think I'll start with the core kit here. And what this will do is the signal will be projected onto the current track, which is the Labs soft piano. I'm going to solo this and turn this up. So you can hear how this creates a rhythmically aligned track when I've got the sidechain enabled. I've changed this part of the demo to a string ensemble, which shows off the difference in algorithms a little bit better. So I'm going to talk about these different algorithms for compression, and the more common traditional one is peak, which will look for a certain upper limit and then it will compress everything above it. Root mean square is similar to peak, but it will create a different sound because it samples neighboring sections of the wave, and it will take an average and it will truncate based on the average distance. And expand, on the other hand, looks at waves that will exceed the threshold, and if they do, it will actually boost the signal. When comparing these three algorithms, you can not only hear the difference, you can see the difference. So I'm going to go to the graphical view and I'll start this, and I'll start in peak mode. So there's peak mode, it's jagged, root mean square is smoother, and expand is going to spike. They all sound quite nice actually with the rest of the tracks. The compressor also has an equalizer with some filtering options and a control to control the signal frequency and also the shape of the frequency, the width. And you can control things like the attack and release and how much compression you want to apply with this ratio. So you've got quite a lot of ways to customize how that compression is going to affect the final signal of the current track. whether sidechaining is used as a subtle technique or a very front and center technique, it has a very nice way of enabling differences from one section to the next while also maintaining the rhythmical quality of the song.